you got into the business, you opened your own business, doing a lot of this brokerage, doing very successfully doing this brokerage, and you went into actually investing and buying multi-unit buildings with a bunch of partnerships. Kind of tell us how you went from your first deal, maybe talk about that or how that looks like. And I'd love to kind of hear how you've kind of built that up.
Yeah, sure. That's a great question. I mean, it's all about networking and seeking out people that are syndicating investments, syndicating deals. Now, I was extremely fortunate where I don't think a lot of people come from a background where my early investments were through my father's network and the people he was investing in real estate his whole life. And he learned that from his parents. And so he taught me at a young age about passive income, about leverage, things like that. And so I was very fortunate. But once I got to Chicago 22 years ago, I started trying to meet people and started to network towards and gravitating towards those people that were putting together real estate investments, and started doing that and just started, invest with them. Then my brother, again, very fortunate. My brother's far smarter than I am. He found a partner and they started putting investment opportunities together. So, on the one hand, I've been fortunate to kind of have it be in my backyard, so to speak, but it's something that we always talked about growing up. We talked about money, investing, saving, passive income, compounding interest, just things like that about wealth building strategies. So I try to do that with my children. My son is 9, and not only does he purchase stocks for himself, he runs all these businesses to make money so he can buy stocks, but he's always asking me, Dad, what stocks pay the best dividend? And I'm like, passive income. Very nice. Let's do it. And so it's you can instill this in your children at a young age. I don't think there's going to be any children listening to this. So, right, we're listening. There's 20 somethings listening. It's about asking around. It's about, heck, reaching out to me. I'm happy. And you guys, right? We're happy to make those introductions to people that are syndicating deals because they're trying to raise money. And so even if you're only able to invest $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 every 6 months, whatever it is, these people are still going to want your money, right? They're still going to want you to be an investor and to be brought into the mix. So it's just about networking, reaching out to people, asking them about what they're doing. Unfortunately, my first taste of real estate investing was in a sector that, I'm not so bullish on, and I wasn't a long time ago, but that was the opportunity I had. And it was in retail. And those early investments did just fine. They're doing awful today. And the owner of that investment, we were begging him to sell pre-pandemic, and he never did because, that's one thing about these investments is understanding the general partner, what their motivations are, what they're trying to accomplish. And in hindsight, I'm realizing that this guy, he likes the management fee, right? The passive income. He likes the fees he gets for, when you're getting a new loan out. I'm blanking on the word for when you get a refinancing. He loves the fees he gets from refinancing. He basically loves the fees that he gets from owning the property. He doesn't want to sell it because he loses those fees. All right, my interests are not aligned with the owner of these early investments. But later I realized, all right, the sector I think I really like the most, and it holds true to this day, is multifamily residential for a myriad of reasons, which I'm happy to share if we want to dive deeper. But multifamily residential, then I started seeking out those opportunities. I also liked industrial. I also liked medical. I started seeking out those. I realized being an office broker, I understood the economics of ownership of office space much better. I'm like, I don't want that. That's not where I want to own. Now, that doesn't mean that an opportunity is going to present itself that might make sense for you, but you got to evaluate each opportunity as a standalone investment, along with who is the general partner of this investment and what are their motivations? Do they have skin in the game? Are they investing as well? What sort of a benefit are they getting if the deal goes well? Well, what sort of liability do they have if the deal goes poorly? So just some questions like that to think about. But it's really about networking and trying to connect yourself to the people that are putting together those opportunities for people like us, investors.